18th. Um, so like I told you guys before, I'm going to try to do 2 posts a week, one on Tuesdays, one on Thursdays. So today, I'm going to basically kind of talk about current events that are happening on Earth. So I'll call this the Earth update or something. Um, okay, I made some notes. I also want to sort of touch on the whole idea of starting this connecting the dots page on Facebook. Um, I made it a separate page because basically it's things that we're not comfortable posting on our regular Facebook page or talking to friends and relatives because they're still hypnotized or basically asleep with the old paradigm, the old Earth, basically us all being kind of semi brainwashed. Um, so for us that have been kind of waking up and just realizing what's kind of going on, obviously we all sounded like we're conspiracy theorists, or we're like, oh my god, this is I've been researching this subject and it's like it's not what it seems. There's more to it. I mean, all of us are basically that's the reason why we're even on this page at all. So we have all that in common. Um, but I know I brought this up before. I mean, eventually we want everybody. We want to talk openly all about all these secrets that our controllers have been keeping from us. I mean, I don't want to be a secret page. I really don't want this to be like this way. But I also just feel that it's just people are not ready to hear the truth, and I know because I was once like that. It's like that just sounds crazy, like the concept that there's human trafficking and all this stuff, and you know, only six people actually own all the medias, and all this. We're like it's like only 1% of the elite out there own basically 90% of the wealth and things like just really you start realizing okay, life isn't fair and this world isn't fair, but something's going on. So anyway, that's the point we're at right now. So as I see this, this group that I started here, it's not just me figuring these things out. I want your input as well. But I think eventually, I mean, the whole goal of this is, let's be honest, a year from now, this page, let's hope, won't need to exist anymore. Hopefully, we can speak openly about these things. So, I mean, I myself have been getting kind of brave, and I've been posting stuff that's like, well, this is, if the mainstream media is kind of talking about things like this, this is palatable to the extent where maybe some of my sleepy friends will actually read this message and go, whoa, wow, they're saying something about trafficking or whatever. So I've been getting more brave because I think also we need for people to see more of this stuff. And I know a few of you out there have asked me, like, let's go more public. Yeah, I totally agree. And like I said, I think that's the direction it's going, but just not yet, I guess, really. That's my point. Soon, though. Let's hopefully soon. Um, so, um, kind of give you an update. What's really kind of going on? The more and more I've been researching this, is Trump. President Trump is actually in control more than we realize. It looks like he's out of control, including these. There's a bunch of other leaders that are working with him to dismantle this worldly system of control in particular. But basically their flagship operation is basically all this child trafficking. They're rounding up all these criminals and breaking down the system, which is great. Finally, and the thing is for me, because I've known about a lot of this stuff for years. Like I've known there was child trafficking for probably close to 15 years. Some of the research I did, and I knew that eventually, man, they're gonna bust that wide open. I wasn't sure how they're gonna do it, and I was thinking, there's a couple spots, have the underground bases or whatever, but I had no idea it was this to this extent. This is crazy. But also at the same time, what I've also been learning is not just child trafficking, it's human trafficking. Um, yeah, I mean, this is going to come out sooner or later, but basically, we're being, and I know I've said this before, we're being farmed, and I really seriously can't stress this enough, you guys. We're being farmed. We just don't know it. It's literally like they don't want to spook the herd. They don't want us to find out what's going on. They knew probably sooner or later that a few of us are going to catch on, which has been happening for decades, and whoever speaks up or starts to figure it out, well, they just sort of disappear, uh, you know, and they're obviously they're ridiculed or made fun of if they speak anything that's close to the truth. Very much kind of what's happening. A micro version of that is what's happening on Facebook. Um, so again, something that's going to come out, but it has to do with off-planet entities too. I hate going back to that topic, but that will soon come out as well. Okay, I made a couple other notes here. It's going back to that. What we're being farmed for is literally our energy, and I know I've touched on that with a few other videos in the past. But also, physically, we are a commodity in the universe. We are bought and traded, and we're extremely valuable, from what I understand. So, you think drug trafficking was lucrative. Human trafficking is really extremely lucrative, and you get paid more than just money. Like I said, we're being we're being taken off planet as well. I know that's kind of a crazy concept, but all of this is. But anyway, I'll go on to that maybe on a separate video. Okay, so I wrote down here. Let's see. Oh yeah. So basically, what I'm really kind of picking up on, and I know you guys have probably picked up on this too. This whole COVID thing is used as a cover story, basically at first. So and obviously we can live through this because obviously the mortality rate is so low and all this stuff. It's not as bad as we're told and things like that. We're being lied to, but I kind of understand the bigger picture of this. Is they needed this cover story to do this cleanup operation of basically the child trafficking around the world. So that's in a sense why it became this worldly operation so that way they can get in there and do military operations and do all this stuff. So it's in some ways it's part of their plan. So as much as it seems really chaotic times, I think this is part of their ingenious plan of dismantling the overall controllers, the system that we're in. So basically, that's the silver lining. At the end, when they finish this operation, it might still be ongoing after that. It took a while to clean up everything, but basically busting down this system is what they were using the COVID cover story for. So I'm getting that now. So to me, I can endure this mask crap and whatever, and we're not going to get vaccinated, so don't worry about that. I know they're just playing this out to expose everybody so that way the world can wake up going, boy, they really were going to do that. But we're going to be basically rescued from all this. And on a good note, the Jacera and also Nasera, I think it's starting to roll out. I think it'll start rolling out by the end of this month. I've heard rumors of people's debts being wiped out and, getting financial assistance, all this stuff. So I think, I don't know, as usual, this is an ongoing story. It's being written daily and changed. But the overall plan is I think we're going to start seeing some good things happen by the end of August and September. So that's kind of my update for Thursday, and I'm planning on doing another video this coming Tuesday, or maybe even this weekend. I might do a short one, but I want to start picking particular topics and sort of delve into them and get more details on them. So to be able to explain kind of off-world things or whatever, basically what a lot of stuff that's going to be happening in the next few years in particular are going to be kind of mind-blowing for everybody. So it's kind of up to us that are figuring it out. And I know in my case in particular that my job is to basically help this transition between the old system and the upcoming new system, which is freedom, which we've never seen it before. So it's worth the pain of going through this. That's basically all I got for Thursday. And yeah, if anybody else has got some other insight on what's going on, feel free to make a little post just like I'm doing right now and put that video up. Okay, talk to you later.